Here we are again. It's Larry Steinhouse, and this is the Larry Steinhouse Show, and I am so excited because I consider her a friend, which I think is awesome. I have Donna Serdula here, and Donna is just like one of the most wonderful people. And, we just had Jenny and Greg in here, and Jenny's always smiling, and I don't know who smiles more, Jenny or Donna, but Donna is always smiling. What an awesome way to go through life. So Donna is the LinkedIn specialist. I mean, I know this for years that Donna's been the LinkedIn specialist. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about her. She's the author of, is it 2 books now? It's 2 books now, right?
Well, two paperbacks. I have a whole bunch of like ebooks.
Oh
too.
yeah. I'm
we
sorry.
don't count. Those don't count.
I'm sorry
though.
if those don't
count.
So I'm going to tell you, I started counting mine because that way you could say, hey, I'm the author of 15 books, right?
That's the way to go.
I know. So it sounds better, right? But you
just a measly 2.
Right. So you actually wrote the LinkedIn. What's the LinkedIn profile optimization for dummies?
For dummies.
So you got the dummies contract.
I did.
That is, to me, that right there.
I did a happy dance when I got that call.
I was gonna say that right there says that you're no dummy.
Yeah. No dummy. Well, you know what? The gal called me up and she's like, "We want a For Dummies book on LinkedIn profiles, and we think you're the right gal." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I can't."
Right. And
just
you said,
"Let me at
yeah.
it." Just let me at it, because years before, my father had said to me, he said, "You should write a For Dummies book."
Oh wow!
So it all kind of came together.
Came around. That's the manifestation. Yeah, we talked about that earlier a couple of times.
With Ruth Ann, right?
Yeah. So all right. So and again, I've known you for a while, and all I've ever known you as. Matter of fact, we met at a tip group. How cool is that, right?
I know.
But all I've ever known you as is the LinkedIn specialist. But you had a life before LinkedIn, right?
I did.
So what was your life like before LinkedIn?
Oh my goodness, Larry. Prior to me, forging, the business that I have now, I used to cold call 70 calls, 75 calls before noon every day.
Wow.
Crazy dog eat dog, pressure.
I've been there.
Sales.
I know what you mean. Sure.
You don't make your numbers. Your head is in the toilet because you're so scared.
Oh, sure.
That kind. It was really a high pressure sales environment. But that's what really helped formulate my direction with LinkedIn, my belief in LinkedIn. It forged my methodology. And it was in the midst of that cold calling where I had that epiphany.
Sure. So tell me about that.
And that epiphany was, I'm calling all these prospects. And I'd always look to see who they were. I wanted to know who I was talking to. And one day it hit me. Oh my God, they're looking at me. Because they want to know who I am. Who's this crazy lady calling them on the phone?
Right.
And at that moment, I was like, oh my God, if I'm Googling them, they're Googling me. And what are they finding? And of course, they found my really horrible, out of date LinkedIn profile.
You mean like mine is right now, right?
No, yours is, when was the last time you updated yours?
The last time you did it was, 3 careers ago.
Wasn't that long?
No, it wasn't that long ago.
Maybe we need to do a gorilla makeover right here.
That would be fun, but I don't know if I have the access to the computer to do it right now, only because it would be if we could. You know what? I'll tell you what. Why don't you come back and we'll do it another time? Because I'd have to set up a computer for you in front. That's actually not a bad idea. But
that could be fun.
Yeah, that would be real fun.
People would love to watch me just destroy your profile.
Well, I could destroy my profile myself. I think it still says that I'm a real estate agent.
I think that's when. But here's the thing: it wasn't your very first career as a real estate agent.
Right.
I think it was you had reinvented yourself and you were doing training for real estate agents.
Right, exactly.
And
right,
that was
right.
when, because I remember, I think we did it in some farmhouse. Do you remember that? I came out to a farmhouse.
No. You came out to, it was J. Carroll Malloy in Doylestown. It's not a farmhouse.
It was very quaint.
It's an old building, beautiful building actually. Yeah. But
I remember we sat there and got it going.
So and actually it was funny because again, you're right. It just needs to be redone. But so tell me what happened. So so LinkedIn comes along. You're a salesperson. You start researching what the people look like,
Yeah.
and they start looking at your crappy profile, right? And,
Oh, yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
It just dawned on me. The epiphany was your LinkedIn profile is not your resume. It's not your resume.
well, should it be your resume?
No, it should never be your
Okay.
resume. Even if you're looking for a job, it should not be your resume.
Okay,
Because
okay.
if you are looking for a job, you copy and paste your resume in there, and someone finds you and they think you look great, what are they going to do? They're going to request your resume,
right, of course,
and then they're
sure.
going to see exactly what they already know about you, and they're going to be disappointed. And they're going to think that's all you have, and they're going to move on to the next candidate.
Well, that's a really interesting point. It's funny that you say that, because when I teach real estate agents, when I do, I still every once in a while I still teach real estate agents, or when I'm teaching people to flip a house and list a house, they say, how many pictures should I put up? And I say not many. And the reason I say not many is because of the same reason. I want people to say, oh, I need to see more, and the only way to see more is to get into the house.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to sell them the house in the pictures. I'm going to sell them the house from seeing the house. So like Trend, the MLS systems say to put up 24 pictures, or they give you 24 pictures. I say put up 6 or 8. And every real estate agent, I get resistance from every agent. They don't get it. But again, so going back to the LinkedIn profile.
It's the same concept.
It's the same concept, exactly, right.
The other thing is, with your LinkedIn profile, it's public. Anyone can see it.
That's right.
Right. And so I love looking at that LinkedIn profiles of people who are not yet my clients, and they'll say things like, the profile will say, saved current company from bankruptcy 3 times in the past 4 years.
Yeah, would that be a good thing? I don't know.
No. There's certain things you want to keep in your back pocket. Maybe that would be good on the resume.
Well, I don't even know if that's good even to talk about, Was it your fault that you had to, do you light the fire and then put it out? I mean, so maybe that's not so great.
Yeah, there's certain things that's confidential, things that you don't want out there.
That's true too, right? I mean, I'd imagine even someone who is looking for a job, if they're currently employed, probably shouldn't make their resume their LinkedIn profile look like they're looking for a job.
Depending. I mean, if you're really looking, then go right ahead. I mean,
sure.
no one's going to ask you to the ball if they think you're going steady with someone else. So, if you're
That's great.
if you're looking, absolutely, make sure you put it out there. Unless you're currently employed and you're happy and you're just subtly looking, then of course it's a different story. It's a different story.
Cool. So, all right. So, what are the key? So, what are the key mistakes people make on LinkedIn?
Oh my goodness. Well, one, they do not take their profile seriously. They copy and paste their resume. That's huge. They post the ugliest profile picture ever. For salespeople, not salespeople looking for jobs, but salespeople who want to prospect more, sell more. They tend to take pictures of themselves in their car, and you can sometimes see the steering wheel.
Right. I've seen those. Real estate agents like to do that.
Do they too?
And I find that funny. I'm like, what does that have to do with anything? Why would you do that?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a big believer in you go and get a professional photographer to take a picture. What's it going to cost you? If you pay the best photographer, the best, $1,000 bucks.
Yeah.
But if you pay the average good photographer $300 to $500 for a picture, for a good one, and this is your life. I never get that. I don't even see that on real estate cards.
Yeah. But it's the idea of signaling, right? It's being able to signal that you yourself can afford a professional photographer. It's signaling that you're successful enough. It's signaling that you believe in this, that you're relevant, that you understand that people are going to be looking at you. It's huge, and so few people really take it seriously. I don't know why. All
right, everybody, go to my LinkedIn profile and make fun of my picture right now.
I'm trying to remember which one you have.
I think I have the crazy one right now. Because I was doing the crazy options trader thing, and I have the crazy one right now.
Right, I'm going to pull it up.
Oh, you're going to? Oh,
I'm pulling it up right this very second.
I actually might be able to do it. Let's see if I can do it real quick. I know where.
Oh, it is. It's
the crazy one, right?
It's. Wait, let's see if I can make it bigger.
Am I even signed in?
It's this one, guys.
Yeah, it's the crazy one.
That's it.
Yeah. So because that was and. Pretty much probably the reason I'm doing it, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get into my LinkedIn. I don't remember my password. It's funny.
But you know what I like about it is when you look at it with the background, that's the other big issue is people never use the background image. So so anyone who's watching, if you look at your LinkedIn profile and the background is sort of like a blue constellation, you need to upload a background image. But I like how it looks like your hand is from the background comes out.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Photo-
No,
I don't know if you did that on
No, I
purpose,
didn't do
but
that on purpose, but that's
that's really
interesting.
kinda cool.
That is kind of cool, actually. Yeah, you're right. I didn't even notice that. But yeah, but the whole crazy image was the idea, because crazy options trader, crazy real estate investor. Now we're moving towards investor schooling, which is the school that we run now, and so.
So are you to change the name to like serious investing schooling guy?
No,
Gonna go away from the-
no.
yeah,
I'm
go
actually
away from the
no. I'm
crazy
not
part?
I'm not gonna take that away, because I think it's a great brand.
It's memorable.
Exactly, and
When you reached out to me, I'm like, is this for the crazy option?
Yeah, right. So, but again, I want to start branding investor schooling. So we need to create a LinkedIn, Facebook. I'm sorry, the LinkedIn Facebook page. Yeah, right. A LinkedIn business page for investor schooling.
And why do you want to do that? Because when he goes into his LinkedIn profile and he puts his experience, you want to have that really beautiful logo on the
That's
side.
right, exactly right.
You want to make sure that when people click, there's this bread trail back to you. So that's the other thing that people don't do right. And you're doing it correct. You know what to do.
Yeah, I do. And and then here's the other thing too. And the reason why you hire people to do things is because you really don't have the time to do them anymore. I mean, I just all week, you've been getting blasts. People have been getting blasts about this. I didn't send one of those. I couldn't send one of those. I first of all, yesterday, I don't know if you even saw it, but yesterday I was in a panic because I did a quick broadcast on this, and the system all crashed in the middle of the broadcast, and I'm like, this can't happen tomorrow. So
far so good though.
Well,
Fingers crossed.
And when it crashes, if it crashes in the middle of an interview, could you imagine how embarrassing that would be? So I actually had to come in this morning. I was here at 5:30 in the morning making some changes to the system to make sure it wouldn't crash. And so far, as you know, like I said, it's been working.
It's going well.
But if I had to sit there and advertise this and send out links to everybody and put
it's
stuff on
not
my
possible.
Facebook, I could.
But I think it's also there's also another reason there too, and that is it doesn't matter who you are, how smart you are, what a great writer you are. It does not matter. It's always hard to write about yourself.
That's true too. I used to write resumes for people because I used to be in that business, and I could never write my own resume.
Yeah, it's so hard.
Right.
It's so hard. You sit so close to yourself, you can't gain focus.
So who does your LinkedIn profile?
Well, I do my own.
Oh, I see. So you sit here and you say people that can't do it themselves, but you do it yourself.
Yeah, but I have to admit I have written my own. I did, but
I'm teasing you. Actually, I would expect you to have done your own and using it in a certain. If that's your business, I get it. I mean that makes total sense. But I just wanted to tease you a little bit.
Well, that's always been our relationship.
You mean me being sarcastic? No, never.
You teasing me taking it seriously.
Yeah, right. That's true. That's true. Yeah. Yeah, so we've had a lot of cool things going on in the past. We had some stuff that we did some websites for you, some shows for you.
We did the talk show.
We did the talk show. Yeah, I used to run a show for you guys that don't know. I used to run a show called "Is Your Business for Real," and that was fun. Then we did something because I'm really into this. Like I want to be a broadcaster. And I guess this is you could either wait for it to happen or you can make it happen.
Right.
So I just keep making it happen, and you know what? I'm having a blast. Does it matter if I'm on NBC? I don't care. I'm on Facebook. Hi, Facebook.
I think you probably are going to get better numbers then.
Yeah, you're probably right. I probably will get a better number
because everything's moving online anyway.
That's right.
Everyone's watching
Absolutely.
Hulu and Netflix.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm going to be on Hulu and Netflix next. But by the way, you know what? I cut a deal the other day with Netflix. It's the greatest thing. I can get all the movies I want for $9.95.
I love that. I'm like waiting for what's this show?
All right, so tell me a little bit more about so what are things? What are the so again pictures number one, right? So what about a catchy title? Is there
the
something
headline,
okay.
yes, and I have my LinkedIn headline generator. It's an online app that people can
that's
sign up
cool.
for.
Tell me about that.
So if you go to linkedin-makeover.com and actually, I thought you were going to pull it up there for a second.
I'm going to try, but
I don't know if you can.
You won't be able to see it, but I'll be able to pull it up. LinkedIn-makeover, right?
Yeah, .com. And it's an online app. So basically, everyone struggles. I mean, you struggle just for the profile. It's always hard to do. But if you need to do a tagline, you need that headline. And it's 120 characters, unless you do it on your mobile phone. But at the same time, it's typically 120 characters. You have to explain who you are, how you help, what you do. And it's at the very top of your profile.
Okay, so I have it up. I know you can't see it, but I have it up on the screen right now. And so it says
Go to resources.
go
and
to
go down
resources.
to LinkedIn
Okay.
headline
So
generator.
where's the resource at the bottom?
At the top.
I have at the top. I have login, sitemap, and support.
No, on the navigation pane.
Oh, I'm in the wrong place.
You know, don't even bother. Don't even bother. You got to log in.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
It's a
I
pain
saw
in
it
the
there. I
butt.
saw it. No, I'm sorry. Okay, where do I go from here? Free LinkedIn
Yes,
resources?
LinkedIn headline. LinkedIn headline.
LinkedIn.
It's like maybe the first or second one.
LinkedIn head. There you go.
There you go.
Oh, it was right in front of me. I'm sorry. Okay, so they do that, and they go here, and they go, and then what do they do?
Well, Larry, you've got to sign up.
Oh, is that
You
difficult?
gotta get a
Okay.
login.
All right.
You can do it, but
Oh, well, that's
ultimately
okay.
it takes you to this page,
Okay.
and it's this embedded app, and you choose your terms, your keywords, and you choose.
Very cool.
You could be crazy options trader. You
Very
could
cool.
be real estate educator. Whatever it is, it will then churn together, and it will create for you this really sexy, high level, high performing headline that people will just be compelled to click
Wow.
to learn more about you. And you get higher up on the search, the LinkedIn search.
So you know, I'm thinking about the book. You know, especially the dummies book, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how thick is it?
You know what? I should have brought it with me. I don't know why I didn't.
How would you not do it? But how long did it take you to write that book?
It was about. They kept me on such a deadline.
Really?
Oh my gosh! Like with a whip.
Wow.
I mean, it was, every 3 weeks I had to turn in like 4 chapters. It was insane. But when it was all said and done, I think it was like 3 or 4 months.
Okay. So
Yeah.
typical amount of time. That's great. So what? Again, like somebody buys the book. Do they get everything they need to know, or should they?
Well, they get everything that they need to know to do it themselves.
Okay.
And actually, they just updated it with new screenshots, which is lovely. So that just came out. But if you don't want to do it yourself, that's when you want to visit LinkedInMakeover.com.
Yeah, of course.
and hire
right,
someone
right,
to do it for
right.
you.
And
But the book is
Right.
it will walk you right through. I mean, there's tons of examples, tons of stories, tons of step-by-step directions. It really does. It helps a person understand what they need to do.
Yeah, I totally encourage people. I mean, I totally encourage people to hire you. I don't even know how many referrals I've sent to you in the past.
Hundreds,
At least.
at least.
I'm still waiting for my affiliate payments, though.
Afterwards, I'll get out
No,
the checkbook.
I would refer to people. I refer people. I always refer. You know what? I personally refer people to people because I know that the person I'm referring to is doing a good job, because that's a reflection on me. And if I'm getting paid for that reflection, it's not the same. So I don't even like affiliate programs. Although it's funny. I'd rather have somebody say, I know Donna, and Donna does such a great job. You need to talk to her, and that's actually what I'm saying to you, the audience, right now. I know Donna, and I know Donna does a great job, and I'm suggesting you talk to her.
Well, thank you.
And it always seems to work out well when I send somebody to do that for you. So I'm going to have to bring it up because it's just so exciting to me that the last time I met you, you weren't even married. So
Was not
tell me
married.
about your lovely
I was a
children.
swinging single lady back then.
Yeah,
And now I'm married.
that's right.
Got
Jimmy,
two-
right?
my husband's name is Ed.
Oh, Ed.
But my oldest son is Jimmy.
Oh, okay. That would have been so embarrassing. At least I got it sort of right.
Got it sort of right. And our youngest is Jed.
Wow, Jed. How cool is that?
What we did is we took Joseph Edward, that's his name, Joseph
Okay.
Edward, and we just combined it, and we call it, his nickname's Jed. And so there's Jimmy, he's 5 or almost 5, and Jed is just turned 3.
Wow, that's awesome. So,
Yeah,
like-
and I have 2 stepdaughters, 17 and
Oh, wow.
21.
oh, cool.
Yeah.
That must be different.
It is. I've got like the 2 ends of the spectrum. I've got the little kids, and then I've got these, gals who are out and making the world spin.
So we've been doing a lot of coaching today. We've been telling people how to change their life, how to make things better, everything from just mindset to even just buying real estate, right? So tell me, what kind of advice would you give somebody to make their life better?
I truly believe in the power of journaling.
Really?
Yeah. Writing down where you want to go, what you want to do, and just having that stream of consciousness. And I think there's a power to when that pen hits paper, and it helps you slough off all of the things that have been in the past, and it allows you to, sort of emerge and move forward. And, going back to earlier with Ruth Ann, the idea of being able to visualize and write it down, it's amazing what happens. It was back when, it was so funny, right before I was getting married, I found a sheet of paper that was from 5 years before, and it was my 5-year goals. And it was to get married, to have kids,
Okay.
to have a successful business.
Did it say that? Did it have Ed as your husband's name on it?
No,
Okay.
no. At the time, I didn't.
Because that would have been really awesome, right?
That would have been a little freaky. Then I could put out like a little placard as being a psychic and a LinkedIn profile writer. But no. I was like eerily accurate, but without being.
So how do we find Jimmy's LinkedIn profile?
You know what? He does not have one yet.
Oh, okay.
He does not have one
I just
yet.
assumed that you that by now he had one.
No, not yet. But when I was pregnant, people were saying things like, "Oh, have you started up his college fund?" And I'm like, my God, this kid hasn't even emerged from me yet, and I'm supposed to start up a college fund, and I would say, well, actually, we're putting money away for his first startup.
That's beautiful. I love it. And actually, if you want me to teach you how to put away money for a college fund, you know what you do? You buy a house.
Okay.
You rent it to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You have them pay for it, and by the time he goes to college, the house is going to be worth $100,000 to $150,000 more than you paid for it, hopefully, right?
Right.
And somebody else paid for it, and then you sell the house and or remortgage the house, and that's your college fund. It's the greatest and easiest college fund you could ever set up.
Did you come up with that yourself? That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm the only person on the entire planet that's ever thought of it.
I believe it.
No, that's not true.
No, that's amazing.
But that is the way you do it. Have somebody else pay for the college fund. And if you have it in an IRA, you could, some people even put it in an IRA. You could actually put it in an IRA and do it that way too, and have it all tax deferred for retirement if you're not going to use it for college. But anyway, guess what?
Oh, are we over?
We are. No, we're not over. We got about 30 seconds left. So quickly tell everybody how they can get a hold of you.
Well, you can get a hold of me by visiting LinkedIn-makeover.com, or just type in my name into the LinkedIn search bar, Donna Serdula. And you can read about me, read about my company, read about what we do. That'd be awesome.
That's fantastic. So I'm so excited you did it, and we're going to do this. We're going to do a LinkedIn makeover.
Yeah.
You know what that is, guys? That's me figuring out how to get a LinkedIn makeover for free. That was me. That's
Hey.
And
that
that's
works.
it. We are done for the day. Oh, not for the day. We're done for Donna anyway. So say goodbye. Wave goodbye.
Bye-bye, guys.
And we'll talk to you at the next interview.